Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, and we have a Love is Blind storyline. A report, Love is Blind's Lauren Speed Cameron Hamilton may replace Nick and Vanessa Lachey. Not fired, but job security not at its highest. Oh, you'd hate to see it. But there's clearly no moral compass from the producers of the show. There is a petition to remove Nick and Vanessa, but does it really matter? Is this petition big? What's 50,000 signatures when there's 6 million people watching? But of course, their live show was horrible. You've got contestants like Paul saying that Vanessa was biased, and we've seen it in the past. Not a good look. And really, is their job that important? If you can't handle the one real aspect of your job, should you keep it? We'll get to this and more. Do me a favor, check out my podcast. I'll be doing the American Idol review. We got our top 12 American Idol. If you haven't watched American Idol this season, that's okay, but I'm telling you, you can start now. Check out my podcast. I'm going to share with you my favorite singers, and then you can join us now that we're in the top 12. It's time for the competition to begin. Also, I'll be live on Patreon every single day. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content. All right, take this story with a grain of salt because... look, this is the, oh my gosh, dailymail.co, the pop-up ads. This makes Reality Steve's website look like, a pleasant experience. We're kidding, Steve. We love you. Get those ad dollars. Exclusive. Knives out for Nick and Vanessa. Netflix courts married Love is Blind couple Lauren and Cameron to host a show after viewers slammed the Lacheys for their cringy reunion performance. All right, let's just read the article and we'll see if there's any truth whatsoever here. Love is Blind's favorite contestants, Lauren and Cameron, are in the running to replace Vanessa and Nick Lachey as Netflix and the show's creator consider their options following an outpouring of demands to axe the obnoxious actors and hire the down-to-earth newlyweds. I mean, look, yeah, Nick's whole thing's like, hey, you should trust me. Second marriages are the best. It's like, oh, the first one didn't work out, so love must be blind. Let's hope their contract is not blind to any stipulation about them getting a payout. Will they get fired? I think it's 50-50. Here's the source. Of course, it's anonymous. There's always been whispers about replacing them, especially now after the live reunion special, which was a complete disaster on so many levels. Yeah, because look, here's the deal. The show is super popular. It's a big-time show, and they're not that good at it. So, this problem's not going to go away. They're not just going to get better. If they want to keep their ratings up, there's got to be a change. Well, the surprising part is, wasn't Vanessa Lachey... Hold on, let's search this. Vanessa Lachey... what's the show called? MTV... Nick Lachey here, TRL. Let's see if we can find them here. Oh no, that's Vanessa Manillo. Is Vanessa Manillo Vanessa Lachey? Is that the same person? Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Nick and Vanessa, they met and fell in love on TRL. So either way, they didn't have Love is Blind back then. But let's go back to the article. My apologies here. I'm trying to get all the information for you right now. That change would very well be the ushering in Speed, 35, and Hamilton, 32, as brand new hosts. So there they are. It's like a Frankenstein, really. Like Love is Blind created this couple, and now this couple is going to take it away from Nick and Vanessa. The couple captured viewers' hearts in season 1 of the Netflix show when they fell in love, got engaged, and married within weeks of meeting each other. The happy couple tied the knot on November 14th, 2018. Viewers feel a connection with Lauren and Cameron because they are the real deal. They are down-to-earth, kind people who can actually help the contestants because they have walked in their shoes. People want to relate to the hosts, and at this point, they can't relate to Vanessa or Nick. The former contestants met on the first day of taping the debut season of Love is Blind, and despite not meeting each other in person for the first month, they claim to have both fallen in love instantly. Just days after finally coming face-to-face, Cameron proposed, and without hesitation, Lauren said yes. She said yes. She said yes. Revealing she had just about given up on the fairy tale until meeting her prince. The emotional ceremony included plenty of tears and laughter as vows were exchanged. Prior to appearing on Love is Blind, Lauren ran a marketing company in her hometown of Detroit and now hosts the popular podcast We Have the Receipts with comedian Chris Burns, recapping Netflix's most exciting reality shows. I've never heard of that. In June, the happy couple will release their book, Leap of Faith, which documents their magical love story and continue to keep fans entertained with their YouTube channel, Hanging with the Hamiltons, with nearly 800,000 followers, in addition to their millions of enthusiasts on social media. They share a fur baby, Airedale, named Sparks. Thousands of diehard fans have taken to social media in support of bringing on the couple to replace the Lacheys, berating the hosts, particularly Vanessa, for their cringy, condescending, and obnoxious behavior towards contestants on the recent live reunion. Look, we saw it before, you know. A lot of people, you might go, oh, this sounds like misogyny that they're criticizing Vanessa. She's not good. She's not good, guys. Join me in asking Netflix to replace Nick and Vanessa as hosts of Love is Blind with Lauren and... So anyway, here's the petition right here. That's the petition. Remove Nick and Vanessa Lachey as the hosts of Love is Blind. 41,373 signatures right there. Now it's up to 41,367. So did that go backwards? Either way, it's 370. So it's going up, and there it is. Does a petition really matter? I don't think so. But to Nick and Vanessa, is anyone out there, and leave a comment, let me know, saying, if they remove Nick and Vanessa, I'm not going to watch the show again. I don't think so. But don't Nick and Vanessa host other Netflix dating shows? I just assumed, just like I did with Chris Harrison when he got fired, but I assumed they had some sort of equity built in, like they couldn't be fired like they were producers. Well, maybe they need to hire Brian Friedman, power attorney. Who is Brian Friedman? Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson hire same lawyer after ousters. I love that CNN and Fox fired Don and Tucker yesterday, because whenever you cover one or the other, people go, oh, you're such this or you're such that, because we're so triggered by talking politics. But they both hired Brian Friedman. He also, Gabrielle Union hired him. Just off the top of my head, when she had a contract dispute with America's Got Talent. Chris Harrison hired Brian Friedman when he got fired from The Bachelor, and Cassie Randolph hired Brian Friedman when she noticed that her car was being stalked by her ex-boyfriend, Colton Underwood. She got a temporary order of restrainment, and because of that, she was able to probably settle outside of court with Brian Friedman, power attorney. I'm a power recapper, and this is the recap of your story, which makes you guys power listeners. So they've got the whole timeline since getting married in 2018. They've got the large following. They've got all the right things. They did it the right way. They're a success story. And they for sure could mentor the contestants in a way where they can actually say, look, it actually works. So the question is, will it happen? I don't know. Let's go to their YouTube page. And, the thought is, well, maybe they don't want the job, but the truth is it goes right in line with their brand. Netflix is a giant platform. It's only going to be a better place for them to promote their upcoming book, to promote all the other deals they've got going on. It seems like a fit. And look, will I lose any sleep whatsoever if Nick and Vanessa are not fired? No, to be quite honest, I don't care. It only helps me if Vanessa is going to go off on Paul or do whatever. I mean, it's only, adds to the topic of discussion. Now, will Nick and Vanessa be fine? Financially, yes. But relationship-wise, that's got to be... Have you ever been fired before? You ever been fired with your wife? That can't be good. Join me. So here's the petition, and there they are. And Love's Blind, and that's why we wear makeup. Because, they're... Okay, you get the point. So there is Nick with his first wife, Jessica Simpson, which, by the way, my wife works for Jessica Simpson in fashion, and we met Nick Lachey a few years ago. I gotta say, from a character level, nice guy, just a nice guy from Cincinnati, Ohio. So no complaints there. But just because you're nice doesn't mean you're good at your job. And maybe Nick would be good. Vanessa, she was Vanessa Manillo. Oh, okay. So she was Vanessa Manillo. I always forgot what her name was. So here it is. I don't know if we can actually watch this, but let's try to find... That's Vanessa. Here she is right here. So she clearly has a lot of experience with live hosting.
We count down the top 10 video requests.
But we don't, we're not going to, let's just cut right to the Nick Lachey part. So she's working for Total Request Live. And this looks like it's at Super Bowl weekend or so. Yeah, it was a Super Bowl weekend 19 years ago. Is that Adam Sandler?
Yeah, I'm a Jets fan, but...
Okay, so let's see if we can find the part where they've got Nick. And is this the moment? So I would have trust issues if I were them, because Nick is with Jessica, but then falls in love with Vanessa. Or maybe they fell in love after.
I think he just tried to punt you. She's had enough.
So there's Nick and Jessica. Boy, can you imagine the quality of these programs?
Crazy.
It's because it's Texas.
I'll tell you what. I love Jessica. How about this? Jessica Simpson net worth. My guess is 140 million. She has a shoe line. Look at that. 260. She's a quarter billionaire. This is what I'm talking about. Do you remember when everyone was like, oh, Jessica Simpson, she's kind of dumb. You know, well, tuna, was that chicken of the sea? You know, like, I didn't know tuna, chicken, you know, whatever. But there she is. A skill set. 42 years young and worth $260 million. Monthly income, $3 million. So good for Jessica Simpson. And, of course, Nick will be fine there. But yeah, they were the hot couple. For those, people new to the reality TV world, they were the hot couple. So whether or not sparks were flying with Nick Lachey and Vanessa Manillo at the moment, we don't know, but that's, I think, where they met. All right, is any of this important to the conversation? No, it's just context. I don't know. Look, Nick and Vanessa, I'm sure, are perfectly fine people. There's been several seasons of the same complaints about them. They haven't really adjusted how they run these live shows. I don't know. It's not that important. Maybe they get fired. Maybe they don't. What are your thoughts? Tell me right now. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And let me know. Do you think they'll get fired? We're going to have more content coming to you today on Bachelor Rush Hour. Now, don't be afraid that because it says Bachelor Rush Hour, you're not going to enjoy the podcast. We play music. I'm covering American Idol, other entertainment and pop news. It's a little bit of a buffet of content for you on your rush hour drive home or whatever you're doing, the dishes, breastfeeding. I don't really care. Hit the play button, bachelorrushhour.com. We'll be back with more content right after this.